on. Let's go in.
Don't forget what I told you before you slept.
I remember.
Then wait here for me. I'll be right out.
Uh-huh.
Let's go then.
Let's go. Ruby?
Looks like we have two new faces in our midst.
Oh, let me introduce you. These two are Executor and Shirley from District 9. This is...
Hello, I'm Tianlong. Hey, Lyra, why don't you come and say hi?
Greetings, I'm Lyra.
Tianlong is District 7's High Executor and is dispatched on a mission. Ms. Lyra is the current president of the Madeling Foundation, as well as Archon Larson's special consultant.
I'm sorry that my work required me elsewhere.
No, everything happened because of me. Sorry for taking up all your time.
Now that we're all here, let's get started.
Archon Larson.
I believe everyone here already knows about what happened a few days ago at the Listener Conference. Despite how the puppet singer was destroyed, and the artificial Christomax was relocated, it has a significant effect on things. Many have started questioning whether or not These concerns are understandable, since gray space entity attacks have never happened inside Miroria. If we cannot guarantee our denizens' safety, it stands to reason that Captain Saki Fuwa has doubled the patrols in Miroria, and Lyra will be assisting in upgrading. However, these are but contingencies and responses to an emergency incident. We need to prevent similar situations from Lin, Captain Saki Fuwa should have already relayed the results of the investigation to you. Would you please explain why you concealed the fact that the puppet singer could communicate with you? And what exactly did it say to you?
Now that the Security Special Forces reports are out, there's nothing more I could say other than I concealed it not because I have an agenda or harbor ill will. There are just some things that I feel are not...
Forgive me for being frank, Miss Lin. This thing has profound influences. If we can't work together and solve this...
Archon Larson, please let me handle the follow-up to this incident. I promise I'll present a satisfactory answer to everyone.
Lin, I've trusted you, and I'm willing to believe that there is a
Archon Larson is responsible for the safety of the entire city.
It spoke Ruby's name. That's the kid who hangs around here. The Security Special Forces have completed their investigation into Ruby's identity and past, and found no activities beyond the last 2 years. Lin, who is this kid?
Archon Larson, I vouch for Ruby that she's always been a good kid. I'll educate her well and be held responsible for...
I don't need you to take responsibility. I only want to know what the relationship between that kid...
Security alert. All non-combatants, please proceed to the nearest safe zone.
Ruby. Archon Larson, please give the order to lock down all exits immediately.
You have your orders, Captain Saki Fuwa. Don't worry about me.
Captain, that artificial Crystamax suddenly went out of control. We're sending machine guards to suppress it.
That artificial Crystamax again. What's going on with it? Look, the storage vessel for the artificial Crystamax. It's completely shattered. What happened here?
The machine guards couldn't stop it. We have to find Ruby.
The wreckage went through the room ahead. Don't come any closer! Lynn! Ruby!
Captain Saki Fua,
Archon Larson.
take Ruby to the infirmary and keep her safe.
Yes, sir!
Lynn, I need an explanation from you. The artificial Crystamax has caused many security incidents. I hope now you can see how...
Archon Larson, I will give you all the
You can give me your demands, but I can't promise anything.
I need you to give me your word that you'll assure Ruby's safety after... Ruby is not really a human. She's the result of an
What?
An artificial gray space entity.
To a certain extent, yes. Ruby and the artificial gray space entity in the listener testing ground are the same. That artificial... Do you remember who Rubilia is, Archon Larson?
Dr. Rubilia, the first supervisor of Project Listener. That kid is a true genius.
An accident?
2 years ago, in a routine collection mission on the surface, Rubilia went missing in a gray space entity attack. Her project was then handed off to Dr. Clive, who...
Wait. What happened to Dr. Rubilia took place 2 years ago. And the...
Rubilia used her own genetic code to fuse with the gray space entity in the experiment. That's how Ruby was born.
Fusing human DNA with that of the gray space entity is directly forbidden by Archon Harunobu. But
Since her father died, Rubilia's been running those forbidden experiments in her secret lab. I only learned of it when I found her journal. I put a stop to her experiments and sealed off the lab. Out of many concerns, didn't make it public.
You mean she didn't go missing because of the gray space entity attack?
Yes. I only wanted this thing to go away at the time. Rubilia's experiments were too extreme. I didn't...
If Rubilia really did create a superior abyssant with human intelligence and in human form, but outside of human control... Lynn, how many like Ruby are out there? Are there any in this city that remain...
Archon Larson, Ruby is the only test subject left alive. She possesses a human mind. I can assure you that she'll not lose control and become a monster and
Even if you can prove that Ruby doesn't pose a threat, there's been no change in her situation after she absorbed that artificial Crystamax. We cannot be... Lynn, Executor, and Shirley, please stay here. I'll decide the next course of action after they run a full checkup on Ruby.
Larson, I only wish for Ruby to be treated as a human, not a monster.
I have my own thoughts on this. but I can assure you that Ruby will be
Yes.
Ruby is still in a coma. We did a full examination on her, but due to her unique physical... Dr. Clive is assessing Ruby's situation, but he informed us that it might be difficult to do so with our current tech. Lynn, there must be some research data left behind.
Yes. Even though I sealed off the lab, I did not destroy the research data. I planned on revealing the whole thing once...
We're facing a problem, and the redacted data may hold the... Only you know the location of the lab, Lynn. I will need you to take a team.
Yes, sir.
I'll send someone to go with you. The safety of Meroria hang...
Archon Larson has told me all about it. Miss Lin, it seems like you've kept quite a number of things from us.
Tianlong. Miss Lyra.
Lynn, long time no see.
Miss Lyra will remain in Meroria to assist us with this investigation. Tianlong will go with you to the restricted experiment zone. Lynn, do not disappoint us again.
Oh, you got Archon Larson so mad?
If you have time to chit-chat, why don't you contribute to planning our next move?
Huh. Looks like we're the ones tasked with this special op. Captain Lin, what dangerous...
Why so serious? We're just
Huh? Archon Larson recalled me for an emergency.
Your mission is not just to assist with the investigation, but to keep an eye on me.
Miss Lin, that's not a nice thing to say. I'm only here...
Miss Lin, what do we have to...
There are no security systems installed in the lab, but it holds a great number of gray space entity samples. The samples should either be in stasis. I have relayed the lab coordinates to you. Make sure you've received them. If there are no further... This is the entrance to the lab.
Well, this is a secluded place. I'm impressed that Rubilia could find it.
Before Rubilia repurposed it into her lab, it used to be an abandoned factory. I'll take you straight to... The power control console is right over there. This was used as a showroom for data on Phase 1 of Project Listener. Even though the information is already public, you can still take a look around, if you want.
How many things did Rubilia hide in here?
The entire Project Listener Phase 1 research is here. We're only seeing a small part of it.
Oh.
Look out!
Better be careful.
It's not over yet.
Lynn, you didn't say the gray space entities may still be active here.
Maybe a test subject got free. Stay on your toes, and prepare for any... The lower labs are right up ahead.
This place gives me the chills.
The gray space entities in stasis were key subjects used for Rubilia's research. We may be able to find some clues that I missed previously. There are only some research samples here. The key research data is kept in Rubilia's quarters. Follow me. That small room ahead is Rubilia's living quarters.
Is Dr. Sister Rubilia living there all by herself?
No way. There's no way we can get through so...
She's no mad scientist. There were just things that she... Let's head inside. Maybe we'll find some...
Huh? What's up? Oh, don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
What would I tell Archon Larson if I were to go back empty-handed? What is this?
Features do not match. Verification failed.
Move out of the way.
Features do not match. Verification failed. Retrieving alternative data. Features match. Identity verified.
Lynn, Rubilia left this lockbox for you, didn't she?
Rubilia has never mentioned anything about it to me.
It's really well hidden. Wonder what's...
I'm not sure what's inside. The internal workings of this lockbox are extremely intricate.
We better take the lockbox back to Miroria first. And
Fine. You keep the lockbox safe, Tianlong. This may be the most valuable find in this investigation.
Fine, fine.
the gray space entity in that stasis chamber is gone!
Be on your guard.
Sealed! Full power! You'll regret this!
Man, I really don't want to stay here a second longer than I...
The facilities have not been maintained for a long time. Other test subjects may have gotten... Saki? How's Ruby?
There's no sign of her waking up yet, but all the numbers show her to be in a stable condition, with no fluctuations. Lynn, did you get what you need?
We've found a lockbox left behind by Rubilia. We are just about to give
Archon Larson is still awaiting updates at Cloud Top. Go. I'll stand guard here.
Thanks, Saki.
there nothing else you can do with the lockbox Rubilia left behind?
I'm sorry, Archon Larson. Rubilia never said anything about a lockbox to me. It was Tianlong who found the hidden compartment inside by accident.
It'll all be for nothing if we can't find any clues to open this lockbox.
Archon Larson, this lockbox's model was widely used in the Madelin Foundation. Maybe I can attempt to decode it without corrupting the data inside.
Miss Lyra, how confident are you?
Don't worry, Archon Larson. I'll immediately stop whatever I'm doing if some— Miss Lin?
Please.
The data stored inside doesn't seem to have been fully deciphered.
We went through everything for this?
Miss Lin, the data inside the lockbox is incomplete.
Only a blurry video clip? Miss Lyra, could some data be corrupted during the decode?
No, I assure you, there's nothing I did that would have compromised the data inside.
Why did Dr. Rubilia leave a piece of meaningless info in a hidden compartment? Tianlong.
Unless there are more hidden compartments. But Rubilia doesn't seem like...
Sorry, but I don't have anything for you at the moment, Archon Larson. Please excuse—
We'll call it a day for now. Dr. Clive, you and your team have to decipher and learn what you can from the data retrieved by Lin and Tianlong.
Yes, sir.
As for the lockbox, I'll ask our technicians to restore the data.
Lin left alone just now with a solemn face.
Miss Lyra unlocked the lockbox, and we found a recording left behind by Dr. Rubilia in there.
Despite that, we found some lab data on Ruby, but what's in the lockbox must be crucial. That's probably—
Is that so?
That place?
Lin would sometimes stand on the balcony of the Oasis to think. After Ruby came, she often took Ruby there too. Ruby always— After everything that has happened, I'm worried about her, but I have to stay—
Well, let's go see Miss Lin for a bit. Even if we can't comfort her, at least—
just wanted to be alone for a while. Sorry for worrying you. How did you find this place?
Captain Saki Fuwa told us.
It has a nice view, and it's quiet, unlike in the city.
Did Ruby draw all those things?
It's our little secret base. Ruby loves it here.
Is that Dolly and Spark?
They were best friends. They wouldn't even let me in on their secrets.
So Dolly and Spark must know a lot of Ruby's secrets.
Secrets. Spark. Spark. How come it only occurs to me now? It's long been left with me. I'll keep Ruby safe. And I'll find you. Just you wait.
Lynn, you mean Spark can help us decode the info in the lockbox?
Spark is a support unit specially designed by Rubilia. It may contain a controlled runtime or supplementary data.
What Lynn said was indeed possible. We may have the data, but not a way to read the data. Archon Larson, please wait in the infirmary with the rest. I'll take the lockbox.
Fine. Get the lockbox to...
Lynn, I can't imagine what you're feeling while reading this message. Is Ruby all right? I'm sorry that I lied to you, but you know I had no other choice. Now that I've hit a wall in my research into the gray space entities, I will be going into the confounding abyss. It has what I need to proceed. Maybe I'll solve the mysteries surrounding the gray space entities and take them back to you. Or maybe I'll be gone, just like the Forerunners. Anyway, that's all. Good luck to you. And thank you.
So Rubilia went... there.
Archon Larson, I suggest that we immediately relaunch the exploration of the confounding abyss. If Rubilia was really—
Lynn, do you think Rubilia could have survived?
I don't know. However, in the message she left, she said there was something she needed inside the confounding abyss. She knew very well how—
I agree with Miss Lynn. Dr. Rubilia's knowledge of the gray space entities far exceeds ours. If we could find her, or—
Just a moment, you two. Rubilia left this video clip over 2 years ago. We cannot be sure if she really did go into the confounding abyss. Even if we are to relaunch the exploration into the confounding abyss, it'll take a lot of time to get everything prepared.
Lyra is right. Before we relaunch the exploration, we better be fully prepared for anything. Lifting the lockdown on confounding abyss will take some time.
You look like you have something—
Miss Lynn, what kind of place is that confounding abyss that you—
About that. Few people in Meroria know this, but you should have—
We've seen it in the archives.
Well, about 20 years ago, Meroria's exploration teams discovered a gigantic underground space. Within the following years, after the underground space was discovered, Meroria must have sent hundreds of explorers in different batches to lay the foundation for the project, and everything was going smoothly. Then all contact was suddenly lost. No communication. What's more, its terrain seemed to have undergone drastic changes. Nothing obeyed our known laws of physics.
So, that's why it's—
That's right. Also, based on the images sent back by the droids, there are ruins left behind by an unknown civilization on the other side. It is—
Unknown civilizations?
We know nothing about those ruins and who built them, but there are signs of gray space entity activity there. Maybe that has something to do with the disappearance of our— Still, we have no way of safely investigating the area. That's why
Miss Lynn, where exactly is the—
Now, right beneath our feet and underneath Meroria, lies the pit that—
What? If the confounding abyss really is that—
There's a subgravity field in the region where Meroria is. Scientists couldn't understand what caused it, but the anti-gravity engines which kept Meroria afloat rely on that field to function. Then, when the confounding abyss was discovered, they realized the subgravity field was caught. In other words, the current state of Meroria relies on the delicate balance between the confounding abyss and our reality. The Second City project is underway, but it's far from being able to provide for the denizens of Meroria. This may be why Archon Larson is so concerned about if our actions somehow broke the balance between the confounding abyss and our reality.
That's—
As you can see, this is a very risky operation. We better— Executor, Archon Larson invites the both of you to attend the meeting at the headquarters. It's about the confounding abyss.
Has Archon Larson decided to relaunch the exploration operation?
Maybe. I'm almost at the headquarters. I'll see you in a bit.